So in this first exercise, we are going to measure one of the more simple features. This will be a circle on a through bore diameter. Through bore meaning there's no undercuts to clear or anything like that. And it will be this diameter that we are going to measure as a circle. So let's switch over to Aberlink and we can get started. The key thing when measuring internally with a star probe is we need to make sure before we open the feature that we have the Z- offset active. That's important because we are going to use that to fix the entrance and exit direction using the direction in which the probe is pointing. If we change to one of the star offsets, the plunge and rise direction are going to go through the side of the job, causing a collision. So it's very important, very critical, we set the Z- probe as active before we open the feature. So now we have that active, we can open the circle. And before we take any points or do any measurement, we are going to go to CNC. And you can see the move parameters box has the vectors set up correctly based off using the Z- probe to go in through the front of the job and out through the front of the job. That's important again to avoid any collisions, as the star probes will typically want to go through the side of the safety volume because that is the direction in which they are pointing. So because we've got these set correctly, we don't want them to change. We'll use the padlocks and that will lock the vectors so that they can't change even though we are going to start taking points with the star probe offsets. So now we've got that done, we can switch over to the CAD and start taking a measurement. At this stage we need to change to one of the star offsets. So what I like to do is if you cycle through the different ones until it matches up with your view. So in this particular case, there we go, we can see the probe in the correct orientation. Ultimately, it doesn't actually matter which one we use, as the software is going to automatically allocate the 4 offsets. However, it's good to have it visually lined up just in case any issues occur. So now I have this done and I have the circle window open. I'm going to click on the diameter once and the software is going to automatically ask me, do you wish to use all available star tips in this feature? We're going to click yes. For some reason with circles it asks twice, so just click yes again. And you'll see within the code here it's automatically shifted the 4 points to use the correct star offset for each individual point. So it saved us a lot of hassle in having to take the remaining 3 points. What you'll also notice, as we still have our probe path switched on, if you don't already have this on, again it's view edit, display options and select show probe path. But what you can see here is the points are evenly spread out, giving us good metrology. But the important thing is the vector is going in through the front of the job, taking the points and then exiting through the front of the job. That is going to avoid any collisions, which is obviously critical in making a good, safe program. So let's switch this back to the form now so you can see the circle window. I'm going to switch the camera on so you can see what's going on here. And I'll just back this off a little bit so you can see no matter where the probe is, if I press play, it safely navigates to the edge of the safety volume, goes in through the front, takes each of the points, and after the last point comes back out through the front of the job to the edge of the safety volume. And that is how we measure a through bore circle with CAD internally with a star probe.